everyone, this is Corleen from Natural V. This evening, I'm going to give a little short educational video. And this is going to be about asthma. I was talking with a friend the other day, and she asked me, what do you do with asthma? What do you do for asthma? Because her husband suffers with it. Well, my husband suffers with it as well. And so I, began to get my books out. And like I said, this is going to be an educational video. I'm not a doctor, just a family herbalist and a nutritional herbalist. And I just like doing things holistic. And so, first of all, we want to say that asthma is a chronic respiratory disease, okay? And like sometimes you might hear me say disease and sometimes disease. Same thing, okay? You can just say it differently. But that's exactly what it is. And some of the symptoms are labor breathing, all right? Coughing, wheezing, and it's a sense of constriction in the chest as well. And so those are some of the symptoms. And these symptoms can be activated by, you could smell an odor that doesn't, it's not pleasant to your system. Or it could be pollen and dust or smoke. Now, my granddaughter, she gets really attacked with the pollen. She calls it allergy, but she has those, the pollen really gets to her. And so the cause, now I got to tell y'all this, and might not want to hear about it, but we'll talk about that on the end. But the cause of asthma is malnutrition. Yes, if you change your eating, what will happen is that you can say bye-bye to asthma. But, like I said, it's got to start with your diet. Not only with your diet, then you want to incorporate some herbs into the remedy as well. So also asthma, it affects the nervous condition. Now just think about it. You're having an attack, and so your nerves are being irritated because of, you smelt something, or smoke, you around smoke or pollen or whatever it was. And so that is a problem. So, it has a lot to do with the nervous system as well. There are some herbs, as three of them I'm going to tell you, that are really good. One of them is called Lobelia, all right? And Lobelia is an emetic. And when I say emetic, it calls you to vomit, all right? Now, they have a tincture that I have here. You can get it in alcohol base or glycerin base. And on it, it says 3 drops, okay? If you take anything, if you go more than 3 drops, you can expect to begin to vomit, all right? So let's say you're eating something and you didn't know that it was going to give you a reaction, but you eat it, and then it's like, it's in your stomach, it's just really irritating you. Well, you can take Lobelia, and when you take, a couple of, more drops, let's say 6 drops, okay, you can expect it to come up. All right. So that's one way that you can use Lobelia. Now, if you don't use Lobelia, another way you can do is called the yoga fingertip. In other words, you open your mouth, you take your middle finger and you put it on the back part of your tongue and hold it down so you can regurgitate, this food that caused the asthma to cause you to have an asthma reaction. Okay, so that's one. So, like I said, it's a respiratory stimulant. It's an asthmatic herb. All right. So, like I said, it has a gentle relaxant. and so to, relax you as well. The next herb is called valerian. Valerian is an anti-spasmodic herb, all right? So sort of a sedative. It relaxes the nerves from tension and anxiety. All right. So that is one, two. Of course, I have that here. And sometimes I use that, like, let's say I've had a really busy day and I'm tired. So I may take a couple of drops of that and go to sleep, because it relaxes, the nerves and everything in my body. The next herb, this is number 3, and this is cayenne pepper. All right. Cayenne pepper is a stimulant. It's a tonic and it's an antiseptic herb, and it helps with fevers. It helps with infection, and it generally cleanses the body and regulates blood flow. So that is cayenne is a wonder drug. Okay, cayenne is pretty much like comfrey. Comfrey is a wonder drug, and cayenne is that way too. And we all have it in our house, cayenne pepper. Okay, so you can use that in your drink. I put it in my water every morning because cayenne is good for, to keep your arteries open and, that sort of thing. So you don't have, any types of heart attacks or anything like that. It equalizes and strengthens the heart, like I said, the arteries and the nerves. So if you use these herbs, you want to use the valerian and the cayenne pepper together, all right? But the lobelia, you can use it by itself, all right? So let's get to talking about your diet. Like I said, we're coming to the diet, okay? One thing with asthma, you should be eating mostly fruits and vegetables. That's mostly what I eat is fruits and vegetables. Of course, I can't say that about my husband. Uh, but I let him be him and I am me. All right. And you want to avoid all processed and dead food, okay? Because it's not going to help at all. Like I said, with the herbs and changing your, diet, you can, kiss asthma bye-bye, okay? Another thing too, you want to stop dairy products. You want to stop white flour, refined sugar, all right? Because these foods, they contribute to the harmful excess mucus in your system, all right? So you got to know that that's the problem. It's the mucus, and seem like when you cough, you feel so much better, bringing that mucus up. And so this is what I'm saying, that there's some changes. There's really some changes. I know you hate to hear this, but your health is going to, the Bible says, God has given us health, wholeness, and healing. He's healed us and everything like that. But the thing is, He's given it to us. Jesus died on the cross and said, hey, this is it. I've given it to you. It's finished. But we have to do what we need to do to maintain the health, the healing, and the wholeness. Okay. So it's going to take some work. It really is. But, in the long run, it's going to pay off and you will be happy that you invested that time and change and, just everything into your body. So the last thing I want to share, that the foods that are good for asthma. There's quite a few, so I had to write them down here. And one was cabbage. I love cabbage. Oh, wow, I love cabbage. Onions and garlic, bell pepper, carrots, tomato, eggplant, all vitamin C rich food, okay? And spicy foods. All right, you would think spicy food? Yes, spicy food. Remember I said cayenne pepper, was number one. Horseradish. Now, I don't like horseradish. I've tried it. I don't like them, but I do. Like I said, I love cayenne pepper, and also mustard. A lot of times we put mustard on our, burgers or whatever, or, stuff like that. And another thing too, you can make a mustard honey dressing, to go over your salad. So that's another option there, because I've seen that in the store, but you can make it yourself, and it's so inexpensive. Chilies and curry seasoning. These are the spices that are good, for asthma, and the foods and spices that are good for asthma. And so I hope this helped you. Like I said, it's going to take an investment, because for years we have ate so horrible that we wondering why we, are sick and we're going through all these issues. Well, it has a whole lot to do what we are ingesting. Okay. So, like I said, I hope you like and subscribe, and, pass this on to some of your friends that may be dealing with asthma. And like I said, another thing too, I want to just say this last thing. There are some people that they're not going to change, okay? And they are called the incurable. So what I learned as a family herbalist is just make them feel as comfortable as they need to be. All right, that's all. That's all you can do. And don't get all bent up out of shape because they won't eat a certain way. There's a scripture that says that God will work in you both to will and to do his good pleasure. If he hasn't worked it in them, well, it's not that God doesn't want to work it in them. Maybe the process isn't complete yet. All right. So just bear with them, love on them. And, but you just continue to eat right and, take care of yourself. Because if you have a family member that is sick, at least you're there to help them. All right. Okay. So I'm glad y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, like and subscribe, give your comments, and I hope to see you the next time. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.